share real quick. All right. First and foremost, we would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh,
Yahawah by
Ba'ashem,
Hashem
Yahushua,
Yahushua by
Ba'ashem,
Hashem
Kakadash.
Kakadash.
Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS, whom rule well, teach well, being great example towards younger brothers. And peace and blessing, salutation to the hopeful elect out there pushing the word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. All right. With GMS Mississippi camp, I'm the brother Yasha Moth to my right.
Halak.
All right, and we're coming, with a lesson going into the great tree, okay, which that great tree is Yahawashi. All right, and one thing about the scripture, it deals with a lot of analogies and similitudes, okay, and understanding these things makes us understand more. All right, the kingdom of Yahweh Shai, the kingdom of Israel, Yahweh's dominion that's soon to come to the earth. Okay, so we're gonna start with the analogy from the book, Daniel the fourth chapter, which we went over recently, but we're going to emphasize on, King Nebuchadnezzar the second being likened unto a tree, a great tree in the earth. Okay, you got it, brother.
This is Daniel chapter 4, verse 10. Thus, with a vision of mine head in my bed, I saw and behold a tree in the midst of the earth, and the height thereof was great. The tree grew and was strong, and the height thereof reached unto heaven, and the sight thereof to the end of all the earth. The leaves thereof were fair, and the fruit thereof much, and in it was meat for all. The beasts of the field had shadow under it. The fowls of the heaven dwelt in the brocks thereof, and all flesh was fed of it.
Yep. So this is a vision that Nebuchadnezzar is having, and he has to go to Daniel, and Daniel has to interpret it. So we're going to jump down to the interpretation, of this vision, and then we'll better understand the parable, of that Yahweh Shai is going to use in Luke. Go ahead.
It's Daniel chapter 4, verse 20. The tree that thou sawest, which grew and was strong, whose height reached unto heaven, and the sight thereof to all the earth, whose leaves were fair, and the fruit thereof much, and in it was meat for all, under which the beasts of the field dwelt, and upon those branches the fowl of the heaven had their habitation. It is thou, O king, thou art grown and become strong, for thy greatness is grown and reaches unto heaven, and thy dominion to the end of the earth.
Yeah, so that tree was Nebuchadnezzar. Okay? And then it said how he reached to the height, how he became great, how the fowls of the air was able to lodge in that tree, and that the beast of the field was fed of the meat thereof. Because as me and the brother was speaking, whenever you're a king, you are the greatest provider. You know what I mean? Like, you is on the king to procure resources for his people. Okay? And Nebuchadnezzar, when you go back to the Babylonian Empire, that was the most prosperous time during the Neo-Babylonian Empire. The king will set up systems, okay, in which, all right, the inhabitants would be able to dwell and prosper, okay? Then you go to fowls of the air, the different branches, because, the courts of the king, okay? Well, Yahweh Shai is going to become that on a much grander level, but just to show you how the Lord would compare, a king, to like a tree, and a tree does many things for ecosystem, man. The leaves have a benefit, the branches have a benefit, the sap that comes from the tree has a benefit. It provides a shade, it provides housing, through lumber. Like a tree is very, has a lot of purposes for civilization. As a king would be beneficial to his realm. A good king will be beneficial to his realm. Okay, well, Yahweh Shai is going to be that for Israel, man. And then eventually the other nations are going to benefit from that righteous kingdom, that great tree, Yahawashi, in the earth. You got something to say, bro?
I was gonna say, also a tree can, dictate how other plants grow up under it.
Oh,
Like
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
some trees, might not, some plants might not have enough shade, enough water.
Mm-hmm.
And so that tree has that dominion.
Mm-hmm. Dang, that's heavy. Yep. And then a big tree, it got that dominion look. Like them big, what's them big, them redwood trees? You know, out there in Cali, I think them big trees, man.
Oh yeah.
You know, just that dominion that it has, man. You know, forget that parable and Luke. So we're gonna compare this to what's going on now, man, because we're a part, of that tree of Yahushua. We're gonna go into it. You know.
What was it, Luke 13?
Yeah, 13 and verse 18. Yep. The horn went up.
This is Luke chapter 13, verse 18.
Yep.
Then said he, unto what is the kingdom of the Most High like?
Mm-hmm.
And whereunto shall I assemble it to?
Yeah, so now he's finna make a similitude, okay, of the kingdom. Okay, go ahead.
It is like a grain of mustard seed,
Yep.
which a man took and cast into his garden,
Mm-hmm.
and it grew and waxed a great tree, and the fowls of the air had lodged in the branches of it.
And that sounds similar,
Hmm.
huh? You see? So what was that seed that was planted in the earth? Well, that seed is Yahweh Shai. Okay? The Most High pretty much planted Yahweh Shai in the earth through doctrine. Okay? And now we're in a time where that doctrine is what? Being watered. Okay? And guess what happened? Yahweh Shai is growing in the earth. You know? Yahweh Shai is becoming a great tree in the earth, but he had to be planted. Because hey, when he started, that doctrine was the smallest doctrine. You had all type of paganism and all these different things that was running the earth. But when he started teaching, that was the smallest doctrine in the earth. Okay? But now, look at it. This doctrine is taking over the earth, like what they call invasive plants. You can plant one over here, but then it'll start growing over there, over here, climbing the gate, climbing the wall. Well, that's how the Most High did with Yahweh, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that great tree started overshadowing other plants.
Woo!
Killing them off.
Yeah, yeah. It started overshadowing Christianity, Islam, feminism, nigga culture. You see, this tree is overshadowing these things, man. The head is having dominion. You know, and that's proof that was in there.
That was in there.
Okay, get that in St. John 15:1, just to prove that the Most High was the one that planted Yahweh, this tree of Yahweh in the earth, man. Go ahead.
It's John chapter 15, verse 1.
Yep.
I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman.
Yeah, I am the true vine, but my Father is the husband. The husband will be the one that will plant and then cultivate that plant. Okay, go ahead.
Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away, and every branch that beareth fruit, he pruneth,
Yep.
that it may bring forth more fruit.
Yeah, so when you deal with husbandry, okay, if you got branches that are there and not bearing fruit, those branches get cut off. Okay? And the ones that are bearing fruit, the Lord prunes it, which means the Lord deal with it hands-on so it can bear more fruit. Okay? And this is what you see with the different branches. Like we say, this is GMS, all right, Mississippi branch. GMS Dallas branch. GMS Birmingham branch. Okay? What are we branches to? That great tree, Yahushua. Okay? And we're bearing fruit, all right, through Yahushua, the source. Okay? And the defiles of the air, the believers, they're able to come and rest, because what do the files do? They come and take a break in those trees. You know? You see? The birds also eat the fruit of the tree, right? You know? So the congregation are those files that are able to come to their tree and take a break, okay, from the world, eat, then they're able to go back and do what they got to do, then come back to their tree and take a break. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Now you are, I think that was it on there. You want some more?
Let me see. Yeah, keep going. Yep.
Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. Abide in me, and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine.
Yeah, except it abide in the vine. So as long as we abide in the vine, which is YAHAWASHI, we're able to bear. But if you break off a branch, all right, from a tree, okay, they eventually that branch just withers away because it's disconnected from their life source, man. Okay, and this is what, all right, Yahawashi is doing in the earth. He's becoming a great tree, you know. And then say us as the branches, we play a part, you know, in the ministering, all right, around this great tree, man. Okay, because how just as it said with Nebuchadnezzar, how he became wax and what his dominion was from sea to sea. Well, let's get that in Psalm 72 and actually it started at 1.
It's Psalm chapter 72, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
A psalm of Solomon. Give the king thy judgment, O power, and thy righteousness unto the king's son.
Go ahead.
He shall judge thy people with righteousness, and the poor with judgment.
Go ahead.
The mountains shall bring peace to the people, and the little hills by righteousness.
Yeah, that mountain goes into the governments. The governments of Israel is going to bring peace to the whole nation of Israel, beginning with Yahawashi and the 144,000. Okay, that's going to bring peace to the whole nation. Go ahead.
He shall judge the poor of the people. He shall save the children of the needy. He shall break in pieces the oppressor.
Yep.
They shall fear thee as long as the sun and the moon endure throughout all generations.
So it's an everlasting dominion. Okay, and what Yahawashi is, the poor and the needy, those are people that what need to be provided for. Okay, just as their tree is a provider, Yahawashi is going to be their provider for the nation, man. Go ahead.
He shall come down like rain upon the mown grass, the mown grass, as showers that water the earth.
Go ahead.
In his days shall the righteous flourish.
Shall the righteous flourish? Go ahead.
In the abundance of peace, so long as the moon endureth.
Go ahead.
He shall have dominion also from sea to sea, and from the rivers unto the ends of the earth.
So he shall have dominion from sea to sea, and also from the rivers of the earth, man. Okay, the same vision that Nebuchadnezzar seen. Okay, but Nebuchadnezzar, all right, he had a temporal, and it wasn't nowhere near, all right, on the scale that Yahawashi is finna have it. Okay, we're just comparing the analogies. All right, now let's go to, because what's water in this word? The doctrine. Let's get Deuteronomy 32 and 1. And then we get Isaiah 44, and then we'll go into the wicked tree, this nigga here.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 1. Give ear, O ye heavens, I will speak, and hear, O earth, the words of my mouth.
Go ahead.
My doctrine shall drop as the rain.
My doctrine shall drop as the rain.
That's not it.
Okay? So the tree is being watered through what? The doctrine. The branches, you know, everything is being watered through what? The doctrine. That's what's making this become this great tree. Okay, go ahead.
My doctrine shall drop as the rain. My speech shall distill as the dew.
Yep.
As the small rain upon the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass.
Yeah, so this is what we're seeing happening. The doctrine is dropping. Okay? And this is the Yahawashi is becoming the great tree through doctrine. And then he's going to come physically establish his dominion through war. Okay? But now he's becoming a great tree through the doctrine and the teachings, you know, from what was planted back during you know, his ministry, man. You know? So let's get that in Isaiah 44 and 1. You see? The tree of Yahawashi is budding forth in the earth, man.
This is Isaiah chapter 44, verse 1. Yet now hear, O Jacob my servant, and Israel whom I have chosen. Thus said the Lord that I made that made thee, and formed thee from the womb, which will help thee. Fear not, O Jacob, my servant, and thou, Jerusalem, whom I have chosen.
Yep. Go ahead.
For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground.
Yeah, so going back to the watering, it had to be a watering through this word. They had to water their seed, you know? Hey, because the scriptures speak about how, you know, I think that, matter of fact, let's get wisdoms. Now let's get Sirach 1. I want to say 18. Let me see. And I ain't want to butcher it. Let me see how to make sure. Yeah, 1 and 14.
Okay. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 14. To fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and it was created with the faithful in the womb.
It was created with the faithful in the womb, but that fear had to be what? Watered. It was already in us. It just had to be watered. You see, that's why I said I'm gonna cause water and floods to water all those seeds that the Lord has already planted, like the elect. There's a seed of the fear of the Lord. There's a seed of understanding. There's a seed of faith. It just had to be watered through the doctrine. Okay? Then you start seeing the elect spring up. Go ahead. Go back to Isaiah. YAHAWASHI.
This is Isaiah chapter 44, verse, start at 3. Yeah, we start at 3. For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground. I will pour my spirit upon thy seed, and my blessing upon thine offspring.
Go ahead.
And they shall spring up as among